What's up, everybody? Thanks for watching today, baby. Ooh, baby. Good to see you guys up in here on the Wednesday live stream. Remember, guys, that this is a long form show. So if you were interested in talking about Suboxone or Sublocade or Kratom, opiate addiction, recovery, etc., I can see you guys already going off in the comments, and Izzy is freaking out over here trying to get her snack. So give me just a few minutes while I play some music. Smash the like button as you hop in here, and we will discuss this stuff soon, guys. Drop your comments, drop your questions, smash the like, and we'll see you in just a moment. What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? How you all doing up in here today? Sorry, Izzy's over here bugging, trying to get this snackaroni. And I just got to say, super shout out to Mikey dropping the instant sponsor bomb up in here, dropping a big one too, firing up that jet. Hold on just a second here, guys. Say thank you, Mikey, for the sponsor bomb. I appreciate that. Now can I get my snacky? She's over here bugging about this snack. You guys know what she likes right here, right here. I always got to get her up here with a snacky. How's everybody doing? Smash that like button. Looks like there's already about 11 people up in here hanging out. So I appreciate you guys showing up here early. Looks like Mikey was up in here a little bit early today too. And who else was up in here? Kimmy B, Brandon, what's up? Thanks for showing up in here early today, guys. I appreciate that. And again, super shout out to Mikey. He dropped a $77 Cash App, showing the love once again, Mikey. I appreciate you sponsoring today's live stream, brother. Shout out to you. Hopefully you are having a pain-free day today, my friend. I don't know what was going on with the texts, but for something froze up over here on my end for a minute. So hopefully everything is working. Does everything seem and sound normal to you guys? Everything seems okay? I know what you want. You gotta say hello to the fam for a few minutes, silly. She's looking right through that microphone. So how's everybody doing out there, guys? Please give us your weekly updates, whatever's changed for you. I see we have a couple updates here on the channel, and we'll get to those in just a minute here. I don't currently have the slow motion stuff going on yet, so I'm going to try to make sure that I keep up on the comments so I don't have to hopefully do that. But if we have to do it, we have to do it, right, guys? So I'll try my best to not have to put the slow-mo in the chat, but I don't want to have to cut out 30 minutes of comments like I had to do on the Sunday live stream. So shout out to you guys for being up in here. I'm going to give her snack so she can get up out of here. She can get up out of my hair. Say bye, guys. I'll see you Sunday. Have a good week. She just pushing right off. Ow, damn, girl. You're trying to bite my hand off? Oh, you can't get out? You're stuck in here with us. All right, let's see who's up in here. Time to hit some comments, guys. Let's see, how many likes do we have here? We've got 14 likes. Look at you guys coming through with the like button. I appreciate you guys killing it up in here lately. If you guys remember on the Sunday live stream, we had 51 likes on that baby before we ended that show. That was a channel record, so it did help. As you guys seen firsthand, it had new people attracted to the community. So if you guys smash that like button, people out there who are struggling, sitting there alone, suffering in silence, hopefully they can find this community. If you haven't shared this with somebody who you think might be able to benefit from this community, please send them a link to one of the videos, guys. As you see scrolling across the bottom, before we get too far into this, I need to make sure you guys see the disclaimer down there. I always time that not very well. So there's the disclaimer, guys, on the bottom scrolling. It says disclaimer, and it says I am not a doctor and nothing on this channel is medical advice. So if you, my friend, if you are struggling with addiction, please seek out your own medical doctor. Everything on this channel is for entertainment purposes only, and for me to share my experience with you and for you to share your experience with others. So be sure that you guys do that. Give us your updates. Let us know what you're going through, guys. I hate to be chugging in your ear like that. Got the AC cranking on my feet because, man, it's hot. I know there's like a heat wave going across the country right now, so hopefully you guys are not in the Phoenix area because it is roasting over there. We have this weird grasshopper infestation. They're huge grasshoppers just jumping all over the place. Every time I let Izzy out, they're just all over it, and I hate it. It's so gross. Ugh. All right, time to get to the comments. I'm going to remove that disclaimer across the bottom here. In the place of that, I'm going to put up the sponsors of the week, and that's just anybody who has contributed to this channel over the past 7 days. You'll see their names scrolling across the bottom there. And I'll touch on those in just a little bit, guys. All right. So I'm just going to leave that up for the whole stream since they're the ones that have sponsored this live stream. I also need to change this comment to the one that says right there, guys. It says, please be sure and share with us your updates, your goals, your setbacks, etc. We want to support you on your path to freedom. All right. Who's up in here? Let's see. So we've got Mikey says, good day to all. Smash the like button, he says. Brandon says, I'll be in, bro. I cut my milligram down to 1 milligram per day. Congratulations, Brandon. Used my last piece today, so I have to quit. I don't have a choice now. So how long have you been tapering, Brandon? And yeah, good luck to you, my friend. Good luck. I mean, all things considered, 1 milligram is still a decently high dose, but we've seen people that have jumped off of higher doses, right? So I remember vividly what it was like to jump off of Suboxone at 1 milligram. For me, it was not really, it was challenging, I'll just say that. So I decided to keep tapering. So that being said, like I said, we've had people jump off of 16 milligrams and make it. So hopefully you can do better than I did with jumping off the 1 milligram. So keep us in the loop, Brandon, how that goes for you. And I'm really hoping the best for you, brother. Kimmy says, happy Wednesday, my loves. Don't forget to smash the thumbs up on your way in. Yes, please do that, guys. Please do that. Can my mods tell me, is the delay, is that still on, or are you guys able to do multiple messages in a row? If anybody could do a quick test, like just try to do 2 comments in a row. Actually, it doesn't even need to be a mod to do that. I think anybody can do that. Just hit test. If somebody could type that in twice and let me know if it blocks you from doing a second one within like 30 seconds. So Kimmy says, I just woke up from a half-assed nap, so I'm super groggy. Kevin, don't forget to turn on slow-mo. She's already on it like Bonnet. Yep. So I've definitely, I'm definitely going to keep an eye on that and make sure that I don't end up getting super far behind like that. So I'm going to keep an eye on the time and where I'm at. And what the heck is going on with the time here? Wait a minute. These comments were from a while ago. I can't be that far behind already. No, I don't think I'm that far behind, guys. But I'm going to keep an eye on the time and how far I'm in the comments. So thanks for the heads up on that, Kimmy. Always thinking ahead there, girl. I appreciate that. Mikey says, not a good Wednesday at all. I can't feel my shoulder. It was all good yesterday after taking 2 Subutex. I got diagnosed with cervicogenic. Did I read that right? What's cervicogenic? I don't know what that is, Mikey. So it sounds like you're still having pain, but you're still getting relief with the Subutex. KG Smith is in the house. What's up, KG? Any updates with the Butrans / taper? I'd love to hear some updates. If you have anything for us, let us know. She says right here, had a doctor appointment yesterday. Dr. Park gave me enough Butrans patches to change the patch every 5 days. So the only problem is solved. That is incredible. That is awesome. Yeah, I knew he would work with you on that. I don't ever like to try to speak for anybody, even though, even though I had a feeling he would do that. I don't ever want to speak for a doctor because, like I said, guys, I'm not a doctor. And yes, I know some of these doctors on a personal level, but I don't ever want to speak for any doctors. So please don't ever take what I say as medical advice because it is not. But usually I find if you have a cool doctor and they're able to listen to you and they know that you understand what you're talking about as far as certain things, if you can kind of share your knowledge of what you know with the doctor, it will help them better understand kind of where you're at in your recovery and help you find the best route for you, right, guys? So Mikey says pain causes moods. Doctor said too. What do you mean? You grumpy over there because you're in pain? Is that what you mean, Mikey? I know I would be. I could not be handling no freaking pain, guys. I'm a wimp with that stuff. So I know that recently, Mikey, you've been saying, I thought you said it was like your hands and your something else were numb, but now it's your shoulder. I think he just said. It's very weird how like the numbness is moving around. Like I wonder why it's doing that. Yeah, your your situation it's challenging, Mikey, for sure. So I feel for you, brother. Just hang in there, man. Keep doing what you're doing and keep working with. Hopefully you're finding the right doctors that can help you sort each issue out as it approaches, right? All right, who else is up there? I thought I seen Mama Deb, but oh yeah, she's right there. So Mama Deb in the house. What up, Mama Deb? Let's see. Hey, Mikey. Okay, making sure I'm not getting way too far behind in the comments. I can see you guys are starting to go off in the comments more, so I need to keep it rolling here. So yes, Mikey, I kind of know what you're going through. I have shoulder pain that sometimes is unbearable. So there's quite a few of you guys who struggle with chronic pain on here. So I feel for you guys. I know that freaking sucks to have to deal with that and also to try to balance your addiction. You know, it's like kind of like a juggling act, right? You start to make progress and then it's like, what the hell? Now I got to deal with this. So I'm sorry that you guys have to go through that. It really does suck. Yes, Deb, he's willing to do whatever helps me. He's awesome. So, KG, do you feel like you're on the path that you want to be on right now with the Butrans? Because I know that at first you kind of seemed like you were down about it, but I was like, no, don't be down about that. Be happy about that. You don't have to fork out $2,000 a month. And I just wanted to clarify. I'm going to probably make a video on this, guys, but in my honest opinion, I don't think, generally speaking, that Sublocade is worth what they charge. It's not worth $2,000 a month. Yes, it's great. Yes, it's incredible. But how many of you guys have $2,000 sitting around that you could just fork over every single month, right? And I mean, for a lot of people, that's their entire mortgage or even more than that for a lot of people. So yes, I'll say Sublocade is awesome. It's incredible and it can help a lot of people, but it's not worth $2,000 of money out of your pocket every month, in my opinion. Unless you're rich like that. Some of you are. I know some people on here, they got a lot of money like that. And so, you know, if you're making 20 or 30 grand a month, then yeah, $2,000 a month probably isn't much at all. And that's okay. And that's a different set of circumstances than the general people, right? Most people don't want to spend or have to come up with $2,000 to manage their addiction every month. That sucks. That needs to be changed, in my opinion. And I think that cost is way overblown, way overcharged. So I just wanted to kind of touch on that for just a quick second. Hopefully those who are on Sublocade have the insurance, and that's when it's obviously worth it, when your insurance can pay for it. Then it's definitely worth it, yes. Mom and Dad says Dr. Park is amazing. Yes, yes he is. Yes he is. And he's in Missouri, right? Isn't that where he's at? There's somebody else who's actually really close to this channel that I think is also setting up an addiction clinic somewhere in Missouri. So I know that there's not a lot of, I think that's where it's at. Is it Missouri? Or I'll get more information for that coming. But there is, I'm pretty sure it's Missouri. I could be wrong, but I'll clarify on that and find out. But there is another addiction specialist that should be opening up somewhere in that state. And he said he's been like playing videos from certain parts of my videos and stuff in his office. So that was cool. That's always cool. Let's see here. So where am I at? Mama Deb says hi to Izzy. What a cute dog, Mikey said. So Mikey says the riding shoulder, it's radiating to my hand. The only finger I can feel. Damn, Mikey, what the hell, man? Is my thumb. going Illinois Bone and Joint Institute. Oh, so Mikey's up there in Chicago. Here in Illinois, August 2nd for the shop. Yeah, hopefully you have good insurance, Mikey. It sounds like you probably do if you're getting all this help. So, yeah, it sounds like you're trying something else. Switching things up, man. If what you're doing, guys, isn't working, then switch it up. Switch it up. Darlene, what's up, Darlene? How you doing? Is that the same Darlene that jumped off 16 milligrams? I'm pretty sure it is. I think she switched her picture. And I think the name is different now. Or is that a different Darlene? Could be a different one. What's up, Darlene? What's up? 16 people in here, guys. Please smash the like on your way in. We have 16 likes, so I know we can easily get that to 20 with 16 of us up in here hanging out. Please smash that like button real quick, guys, if you haven't yet, so we can have others find this channel, baby. And remember that you are all my babies. So Mikey says, here's your donation, Big Kev, first of many next month. Yeah, Mikey, you the man, brother. I appreciate that. That was an awesome sponsorship. Thank you, Mikey. Mikey's a huge contributor to this channel. So shout out to you, Mikey, once again for that awesome sponsorship today, brother. Thank you. Let's see. Crypto Interested says yes. Oh, he's talking about if my message was working earlier. Yeah, something freezed up there because there's like a chunk of comments that are missing from that little time that I was struggling with. Marky Rizzo in the house. What up, Marky? Says, what's up, soldiers? Much love, everyone. What's up, Marky? Good to see you in here, brother, as usual. Deb says, mine is wicked slow. Yeah, something must have happened there for a minute, guys. I thought I was going to get kicked off for a second, but apparently we're still here. Brandon says, I have to start my Subutex detox tomorrow. I don't have a choice. Yeah, hang in there, brother. Hang in there. Do you have some time off of work, or you got to work through that, Brandon? Mikey says, Kev, you're the best. Thank you, Mikey. I appreciate that, buddy. I appreciate you being here too, Mikey. I know you've been really consistent up in here too lately. For a while there, we didn't see you for like a month at a time, but you've been really consistent up in here, chatting the comments up. So I appreciate that, Mikey. Of course, you're surrounded by towers, Marky. KG Smith. Let's see. Scrolling. Kimmy said, yeah, slow mode on. So there's probably a point in just a moment where it's going to come up to that part. With a Vision says, what's up, Kev? It's been a while since, already can't read today. It's been a while since your last shot. Have you noticed any withdrawal symptoms? Gosh, guys, that's a hard one, honestly. There's been days that I've been feeling kind of rough. I'm not going to lie. Damn, you handsome looking man on here. Look at that handsome man. What's up? It's good to see you guys' pictures up on the screen when I click on it. So, yeah, some days have been rough, guys. I'm trying to I'm trying to act like it's not really any issue at all. But yeah, there's some days, guys, that like my energy is really low. It's so hard for me to tell if it's like some sort of withdrawals or if it's just my normal summer struggles. Cause I hate summertime, guys. It's too damn hot for me. And, but I haven't had any restless legs type stuff yet. But yeah, sometimes I feel off. Sometimes I feel grumpy. It's hard to know if it's some sort of possible withdrawal, and it's hard to know. And my energy has been really low too. That's another thing. And also my appetite has been low, guys. It's like I often go like at least till noon before I even eat anything for the day. So that's kind of, I wish that wasn't like that. I wish I had a better appetite, because you guys know me. I like to be all huffy puffy buffy. So not eating till noon it doesn't really exactly fit what I'm trying to do here. But I mean, I'm not really trying to get bigger. I just don't want to, lose weight. So I'm mostly just about maintaining my body at this point in my life. Let's see what's going on. Okay. So Megan, what's up, Megan? Good to see you in here, Megan. Happy hump day, everyone. How are you? How are you doing, Meg? So I'm sure the other Meg will show up here in a minute too. She's usually always up in here recently. Brandon says, I trained legs today because I knew I had withdrawal starting tomorrow. There's no way I could train them. Going to do my best to train back tomorrow in calves. So I'm really actually glad you brought that up, because I would definitely, for somebody in Brandon's scenario, somebody that, you know, who's like us, who likes to really lift weights a lot and work out a lot with weights, really be careful doing legs when it comes time to do withdrawal, guys, because for me, it made the RLS worse. It made my RLS worse. I could tell a difference. So keep that in mind. if RLS is an issue for you, and I feel like probably 90% of people who come off of Suboxone get RLS. And what I mean by that is your legs are aching and burning and you can't hold still. And I mean, as you're trying to lay there and sleep it off. So for me, if I had a leg day and I was in withdrawal, it made the RLS worse. So keep that in mind, guys. I remember I was like, all right, next time I do this, I'm not going to do legs because it made RLS worse. So keep that in mind, guys, if you're planning to do a detox, okay? And you're into fitness. Megan, how are you? Zach's in the house. What's up, Zach? Good to see you. Says, hey, everyone, I'm here listening. I'll try to chat you up later with you awesome people. Sounds good, Zach? We always can. You got to ask a non-mod. Okay. Okay, so that's good to know. So the mods can always they can always type as much as they want to, but whenever I put the slow mode on, it just makes everybody else go slow mode. Okay, so that's good to know. Baby. Deb says, Brandon was it you that got the Subutex shot and then relapsed, or a different Brandon? So that's a different Brandon, Deb. That's Brandon that has a YouTube channel. I think his name is just Brandon. He'll probably be up in here in a little bit, I'm sure. I'd be interested to get an update on him, but yeah, it's a different Brandon. So it looks like we've got two Brandons that are up in the chat usually here. Did you guys see that post that I made about the Happy Meal with the Suboxone strips that fell in the Happy Meal? Holy crap, isn't that kind of crazy, guys? Somebody in Florida that was working at McDonald's had Suboxone in their pocket, and it fell out of their pocket into a kid's Happy Meal. It's like, damn, dude, what's the odds of that happening? I posted a link to it on the community tab if you guys want to check out that news story. Zach says, did you all see the hearing today? Apparently non-human remains were collected from those retrieved crashed aircrafts. Government hearing today. Interesting times. What? What crashed aircraft? I haven't heard about that. Did something just recently crash? That's kind of scary. Damn. Yeah, I have not heard about that at all. Yeah, Kimmy says, what hearing? Apparently, say the experts, I'll believe it when I see it, Zach. So is there anybody else who has updates on their situation, what you guys are going through? Anything changed? It doesn't have to just be about Suboxones, Sublocade, anything like that. Something changing in your life? Did you get a new job? Did you quit your old job? What's going on with you guys? It doesn't have to be only Suboxone and Sublocade on this channel. I'd like to hear what you guys are going through just in your normal day-to-day life. If you have like a big update, please let us know what's up with you guys. Babies. Did you guys have a good holiday? Man, we've been having so many fireworks going off over here. Even last night, they were still going pow everywhere. Yeah, I don't know what hearing they're talking about either, Kimmy. Kimmy, do you guys still have a lot of smoke over there? Mikey says, I can't think from this pain. Dude, yeah, I'm sorry, dude. If you got to go, Mikey, you don't have to hang on here and hang out, buddy. I appreciate you hanging on here, but I know you're suffering, dude. So I appreciate you hopping on here, though, and chatting with us, my friend. Did you try Subutex again today or no, Mikey? Callie Love, what up, girl? Good to see you hopping up in here. Callie Love in the house. Callie, any updates on Sublocade? I know that you got your third shot just a little bit ago. How's that going for you? I want to say that didn't you say you're going to start spacing your shots out a little bit? I'm pretty sure Callie's about to start tapering her shots by spacing the doses out. Deb says I didn't hear about it till now, Kimmy. Yeah, I haven't heard anything about this stuff, so now I'm all curious. I Googled, nothing came up, Kimmy said. Oh wow, already fourth shot. So Callie's getting her fourth shot. Gosh, the time goes so fast, guys. I swear it seemed like a week or two that we were talking about your third shot. So how's it working out for you, Callie? Can you tell the people how Sublocade has been for you? Is there any updates you can tell people what to think about or to do, or any tips or tricks that you can tell the people? Do you recommend Sublocade? Give us whatever information you could give the people, Callie, talking about Sublocade. 17 people in here, 17 likes, guys. I know we could easily get this over 20. The likes like smashed off hard at first, but then they just died down. So please, if you haven't yet done so, smash that baby. So Marky says, type hearings today in the YouTube search. Sonny S in the house. What's up, Sonny? Good to see you, my friend. Marky says, getting close, Callie. How many are you going to get? Sonny, what's up? KG Smith says, I'm all good with the patch, Kevin. I did come down on my dose. Oh, shit. She moving forward again, baby. I'm going to put that up on the screen. Says, I'm all good with the patch, Kevin. I did come down again on her dose. She's down to around 0.62 milligrams. Damn, look at you calculating them little doses down. Yeah, not everybody knows how to calculate the doses out like that, so that's pretty cool to see. So you're tracking down to 0.62 milligrams, or at least as close as I could get to it. Day 4 at this dose. Wow, it seems like it's going so fast, KG. Feels like you're going really fast. So congratulations getting down to that dose. And I know that you were at 1.5 milligrams when you started, so you're rolling. Sounds like you're getting things all ironed out. So she's still trucking forward with the Butrans. Oh, that reminds me. Did the super glue trick work, KG? If not, what else can you do? Or have you tried anything else? I think somebody was talking about what's it called? The medical tape or whatever that stuff is called. Did you try that, KG? I think that's what it's called. Something like that. You all know what I'm talking about. The white tape that they use in the hospital setting. Medical tape, I think. Something like that. So Callie says, I'm just kind of bouncing back with the live comments and the older comments. Callie says, Sublocade has been great for me. It makes me feel as normal as possible. I still don't like the pain on the shot and the lack of energy I sometimes get. I'm starting to space the shots out each time. So awesome stuff. Yeah, guys, it's not just perfect perfect, wonderful world, Sublocade definitely comes with, you know, its set of hassles. It's definitely not perfect. And, you know, as Callie just said right there, you know, it's great, but there are things you need to know. Like for her, the pain sucks to get the shot, and she gets low energy sometimes. Okay. So for me, the pain was, as you get lower on the shots too, Callie, it's going to hurt less and less too if your doctor ends up doing that. So something for you guys to think about, and remember that she's getting the 300 milligram shot, and that's going to hurt more than like a 100 milligram shot because it's just that much smaller, right? Do you ever think about Suboxone anymore, really, Callie? Is it ever really on your mind? Anything like that? So Callie says, hey, Marky, no clue how many, hopefully just a couple more. Yeah, I would just say start spacing them out further and further, Callie, and you're not going to have any issues with that, with doing that. I'm curious, Callie, can you still feel your first shot since it's been, what, now 3, 4 months since you've started? Can you still feel your first and second ones, or like as far as like physically feel the lumps, can you still feel those? Kimmy, you went to the lake again today? Damn, girl, you getting out there. She's been up at that lake. Is it the same lake you went to last time, Kimmy? I remember I was like, must be nice to be on the beach. She's like, it's a lake. I was like, still. Yeah, I do not like to go out. How hot is it up there? I can't handle that heat. I don't know. Maybe it's not as hot in your guys' area, but dang, it's like 100 degrees at least out here. It's hard to breathe in that heat. Ooh. I could be outside in shorts and flip flops all winter long, but I can't handle the heat. I get grinchy AF. Okay, so I'm 15 minutes behind in the comments, so that's much better than the usual half an hour. So I'm gonna try to my best to keep staying up right now, but I see you guys are starting to go off in the comments more, so I'm gonna keep rolling here. Sonny. Sonny says, you never call me a handsome man, Kev. Sonny, you handsome, baby. I see your picture right there. I see you. I see you. Kelly, I know what you mean. Heading to Florida in a couple weeks. So that would be nice. That would be nice to go on vacation and not have to think about Suboxone strips all day, right? Restless with leg day pain sounds horrible. Yes, yeah, I do have experience with that. I remember making a video in the gym when I was on day 2 of Suboxone withdrawal. I remember that moment exactly. It's weird how like certain moments in our withdrawal, it just permanently stamps something in our brain. It's interesting. I'm sure you guys can relate to that. So Deb, are you sleeping fully normal yet? I know you've been off Suboxone now for over, almost 5 months now, coming up on 5 months. Is your sleep fully back to normal yet, Deb? Or are you still struggling a little bit here and there? Sinead O'Connor passed away today. I want fan, but her life was quite sad. I don't know who that is, Sonny. So Kimmy says the cause wasn't released, but I read that they speculated she took her own life. Yeah, I don't even know who that is. I'm just over here in my little box. I don't know anything about all this stuff going on around us. Cyanide, he says, LOL. Yeah, I don't know who that is at all. Shanae, Kevin. Kevin Sinead O'Connor. She's a singer. Oh, okay. Yeah, I never heard of that person. R.I.P. to Sinead O'Connor, though. It seems like a lot of Darlene says laugh out loud. It seems like a lot of musicians. You know the song Kev, Nothing Compares to You. Oh, yes, I do. Yes. Okay, now I understand. That's an old school jam right there. That's a good song. Nothing compares to you, baby. You babies. That was an old school jam. Wasn't that out in like the 80s or 90s or something? It reminds me back in the days when I used to record with my cassette player off of the radio. You guys remember those days? Back before CDs. You have to listen to the top 10 countdown every night and record it with your cassette player. Those are the good old days. So Mikey says, Mikey, I hope you find relief, my friend. And then Mikey says, I just took it. So I'm assuming he means he just took his Subutex to help with his pain. How long does it usually take for the pain to go away with that, Mikey? Once you take that, is it usually like a half hour, an hour, or... KG didn't say how. I read her 17-year-old son committed 18 months ago, and she had a lot of mental and health issues and crappy childhood. Scott, what's up, Scott? How you doing, my friend? Says happy Wednesday, beautiful souls. Good to see you in here, Scott. 75 and not humid in Maine. Wow, Deb, you are lucky. Enjoy that. That's your reward for going through the winter that you had to go through. Now you get the rewards for suffering all winter. Stuck in the house. Scott, let's see, 339. Okay, so I'm getting caught up in the comments, guys. I'm getting caught up in the comments. Did anybody do a test on the comments to see if you could type instantly? Can anybody who is not a mod type test and do that twice in a row? See if the comments are being slowed down or not. I didn't see anybody talking about that earlier when I asked, so I'll ask again. I wonder if Siobhan ended up getting her Sublocade shot or not yet. I haven't seen her on the chat yet today. Thanks, Deb, just to get the steroid shot. Waiting at my doctor's office for 4 hours last Thursday. She gave me nothing, no shot. I was pissed. Yeah, I would be pissed too. Sitting around for 4 hours? What the hell for? I think I remember you saying something like that before in the past too, Mikey. It's like, what's up with this wait, doc? Don't you get me on the schedule for a reason? Okay. So Scott says test. All right, thanks for testing that, Scott. So, okay, so they can test, or the non-mods can type as much as they want still. So it's still, you were right, Kimmy, it didn't stick from last week. So that's good to know. Oh, so it was a different Darlene from earlier, because you can see this is a different name now. So this is the Darlene that jumped off 16 milligrams cold turkey right here. She says, how do you guys get through work, or did you work going through pause? So I was fortunate enough to not have to work when I was going through what some would call pause, but I'll see what the other people said about that. I know that would be rough, but then again, I think it would be in some instances it would be more rough if you just had to sit home doing nothing like I had to do the last time I went through that. So there's Callie's comment from earlier about the Sublocade shot, guys. So Kimmy says, for me, I just kind of did it. I hyped myself up a lot and then crashed big time when I got home. Yeah, you probably sleep really good after pushing yourself through that, right? Just trying to turn your brain off because your brain's going to try to talk you out of stuff. I have to do that a lot of times with the gym when it's like, oh, my energy's low. I don't want to go to the gym. It's just like, dude, imagine a switch in your brain, turn that damn thing off and get your ass moving. Get to the gym, baby. That's all you got to do is get moving. And once you get to the gym, you're there, and before you know it, you're working out, and before you know it, you're going home, right? So we just had another sponsorship come through. Shout out to you, Kimmy B, baby, firing up her F-16 fighter pilot. Oh boy, you guys see that? She just released a bomb, baby. Shout out to you, Kimmy B, once again for dropping the sponsor bomb up in here with a $30 Cash App, baby. I appreciate the love, baby, the consistency, Kimmy B. Big time help to this channel. Also, awesome moderator helping out here all the time with different ideas and things for me to think about. I appreciate the consistency up in here, Kimmy. Shout out to you, girl. Showing the love once again. Thank you, Kimmy B, baby. And let's see, Mikey said, but I waited 4 stinking hours. Darlene says, yeah, at 4 hours, I'd be like, I'm not leaving here until you fix me up, Doc. So I'm going to stay here another 4 hours if I need to. Darlene, I'm not sure if I really experienced pause, Sonny says. I was adjusting for months. Luckily, I didn't have to work much at the time and was working from home. So Sonny also had tapered down to, I think it was 1/4 milligram, if I can remember right. Sonny, was that right? So it seems that, I know Kimmy had pause for a while and she tapered down to 1/2 milligram, but it seems like more of the people who tapered down to lower doses seem to not have as much of an issue with pause, right? Or delayed or lengthened withdrawal symptoms, I guess you could kind of refer to it as. So yeah, I know, like I said earlier, Darlene jumped from 16 milligrams cold turkey. And so it definitely seems like there's something to it that, just thinking back of all the people I've talked to over the years, how it was for me when I jumped off, it seems like if you do the long, slow taper, that you can possibly eliminate a good chunk of the pause phenomenon, we'll call it, right? Because some people get it and some people don't. So it's just different for all of us. As we all know here on this channel, one man's journey will be different from another's. But I know for me, regardless of anything like that, the summer months really just drains my energy. The heat drains me. Ugh. And Kimmy says, but I also love my job. So yeah, it definitely helps, guys, if you love what you do for work every day. If you're going to a job that you hate, and I'm not saying this is what the situation here is for Darlene, but I'm saying in my personal experience, going to a job that I hated for many years, that's what kept me in active addiction for a long time. And so if you're going through withdrawal or pause and you have to go to a job you hate, whew, it's going to be rough. It's going to be rough. He's waiting around. let's see, waiting all around, talking to other people, and I'm in the room. I was in room 2, asking receptionist if she's not going to help. I'm leaving. I'm surprised you waited that long, Mikey, honestly. If I was waiting more than an hour, I'd probably have been like, I mean, obviously, if you're struggling and suffering, that's different, right? But that's really crappy. Did you check the reviews? I would assume if they did that to you, they probably done it to other people. They probably have pretty bad reviews, I would guess. Deb says, I'm retired, but I think it would have been more helpful to me if I was working. Darlene, I'm not sure if I really experienced pause. I was just, oh, I think I already read that. Sonny was working from home, he said. Did I already read that? Oh, I did already read these. Sorry, guys. I don't know how it brought me back up in the comments. I felt more normal when working versus when I had time to be miserable at home. Yeah, the time could really drag on if you don't have anything to do. Ask me how I know. Trust me, it was not. I remember making like a list of different things I could do to distract myself. I was like, I literally went and bought a video game, and I don't play video games. So I was like, I was trying to come up with any little idea. I had a list of things I could do to basically just pass the time and suffer through, right? So if possible, yeah, go to work and just take your mind off this stuff. The only thing that I would really be worried about having to work through that stuff is like going to the bathroom. Because for me, going through withdrawal, it's like, dude, I got to go to the bathroom like 10, 15 times a day. I don't know if it was like that for you guys, but like, how could you do that, right? Hey, sorry, I got to go to the bathroom again. They're like, what's wrong with Kev, man? You living in the bathroom this week. So Callie says, I never think of Suboxone because there is no point. I haven't had to oral dose at all. No, I can't feel the first shot. I can barely feel the second one, and I can feel the third one a lot still. Okay. So it sounds like it probably takes a couple, 2 to 3 months for her to stop feeling the physical shot in her stomach. And I've heard some people say they could feel it for like a year after, which is like, how? What? Are you serious? No, Kevin, today I went to the lake in my hometown. Last week I drove 40 minutes to a lake. Damn. Yeah, that's a bit of a drive. You committed. We have like a bunch of lakes, but they're kind of a little bit away from here too. Oh, yeah, they are. I was trying to think if there was a closer one. Mikey says, Kev, I still feel the tiny lump when I got mine May 17th. It's really tiny. So just over 2 months. And Mikey got the 100 milligram shot last, if I can remember right. And so he can still feel it over 2 months later. Callie, are you still bruising from the shots as well or no? 105 degrees in Cali. Yikes. Wow, you got us beat. That's freaking rough. It's only 98 here right now. So not horrendous. Not horrendous, but it's still, like I said earlier, guys, anything over 90 and I'm like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to go outside at all. If I do, it's to get like in my car for 2 seconds and get to the gym, and that's it. My babies. We've been going for 55 minutes, guys. We still got 15 people in here hanging out, 18 likes on here. I'm surprised we haven't got that over 20 yet, guys. If you haven't yet, please smash the like button. I appreciate if you could do so. Get that baby over 20 real easy, real quick like. So with a vision says, starting to taper my shots now. Next one in 6 weeks, then 8 weeks, then 10 weeks, then done. I love that. I love that. Yes, let us know how that goes, my friend. Let us know how it goes. That reminds me, I haven't heard from Roberta for a while. Roberta, if you see this on the replay, let us know how you're doing with coming off of your shot. I know that you got your last one months ago now, so hopefully you're doing okay. Haven't heard from her for a little bit. But yeah, I like that idea, and I like the weeks that you have. I like it. It reminds me a lot of how mine was. It was like really similar to that. So, what doses are you getting with a vision? He is yucky when not in the water. I floated around in my 2B and just flipped off when I got too hot. That's a good idea. Yeah, that'll cool you off real quick. That quick shock to the body when it's cold water. All right, so I'm still exactly 15 minutes behind. So we're doing like really good on the balance today with the comments and responses. So that makes me feel a lot better. I seen that in Phoenix, they've had, I think it was 25 days over 110 degrees, guys, in a row. Could you imagine that? I think they said something like it doesn't ever get under 90 degrees all through the night. That would be absolutely horrendous. I would be so pissed if I had to live in that heat. I don't know how y'all do it over there in Arizona, man. Oh, I couldn't imagine just taking one breath of that heat. 115 degrees. Ugh, I can't breathe. I feel super claustrophobic in that type of heat. It seems weird hearing people in California talking about 100 plus degrees. I like whenever I think of California, I know it's not like this everywhere, but when I think of California, I think 80 degrees, 70 degrees year round, every day, every night. Never rain. I know that's probably not like that these days, but didn't it used to be like that in certain parts of California for a while, guys? It's like perfect weather year round. Only 90s today, but kind of muggy. There in NY. Too far to go to the beach with you. Okay, so Deb says off subs pushing 5 months and I still struggle with sleep, but it's better. So it sounds like that's the last thing for Deb to get back to normal is the sleep. I'm really surprised it's taken that long for your sleep to get back to normal, Deb. That kind of trips me out in a way. Like just picturing, like thinking about 5 months. That's very interesting. Isn't his sleep totally normal by now? I'm pretty sure Zach was sleeping pretty good from early on, wasn't he? If I can remember right. I saw her 5,000 years ago, Deb says. She ripped up a pic of the Pope on TV. I was in high school. So it came out in 1990. Yep. So my guess was pretty close. Maxing mixtapes. I definitely had. So Sonny says all the mixtapes said meow mix on them. I definitely had a CD or a tape with that exact phrase on it. That must have been a thing. Making mixtapes for your girlfriend was the thing back then. Yes, it definitely was. Yes, it was. I think I still have a couple CDs around that were made for me, like on a Valentine's or something like that from back in those days. It's so crazy how different life gets as you get older. Just like thinking back on those moments. Damn, man. It's like you get so many different versions of you in life. Like thinking back just how different I was at that age. It's like, who would have ever thought that my life would have gone the way that it did? It's crazy to think back sometimes on your past and how different you were. It's like, even as a child, it's like, dude, that was crazy. 20 people in here, and we've got 22 likes. So it looks like we got past the 20 likes mark, guys. I know we could easily get that to 25 if you haven't yet, and you're just coming in, and we've seen just a little group of you just hopping in here. Please smash the like and drop us a comment, guys. Let us know who just hopped in here. And now that we're at the 1 hour mark, I'm going to go ahead and take a moment to thank the sponsors of this channel, guys. As you guys know, the YouTubes, they don't do nothing for channels like this. So this channel is, how do you say, crowdfunded, I guess you could say. So anybody who has ever sponsored anything on this channel, I appreciate you guys. And thank you guys who have done that in the past. I appreciate y'all. So as you guys see on the bottom scrolling, it says shout out to the sponsors of the week. Kimmy B was the sponsor of the week. She dropped a couple $30 cash apps on the channel. Shout out to you, girl. KG Smith, also a huge sponsor of this channel. Shout out to you, KG. And Mikey is also a huge sponsor of this channel. And Mikey dropped a $77 cash app sponsorship on this channel today. So shout out to you, Mikey. Hopefully you're still up in here hanging out. And we also had, where did it go? So we also had Jerem1979. We had Mama Deb dropping a sponsorship on here last Wednesday. And Sivan and Mama Cindy was doing some super chats. So hopefully Mama Cindy's doing all right. We all know she's been going through a lot lately. Marky Rizzo, my boy, and Justin Y. So those past 9 people have dropped the sponsorship bomb on this channel over the past week. Thank you guys for your love and support for this channel. Thank you. Babies. Popping up on the screen there's a note that says, if you value this channel and community and you would like to show your support to help improve content, you can do so at the Venmo or Cashapp links that are on the screen. Babies. Let's get back to some more comments, guys. Thank you guys who have sponsored this channel. I appreciate y'all. Looks like a Megan B hopping up in here today. Good to see you. I knew you'd show up in here, Meg. Good to see you. Yeah, that's a good point, Mark. He says, where the heck is Tara at? Yeah, where is Tara? She's usually always up in here. So With the Vision says 100 milligrams. So are you just going to keep doing the 100 milligrams? And I probably would do that, guys. You guys remember how when I did my Sublocade taper, I was going down to like 75 milligrams. And it really just kind of sucks to waste such an expensive medication. So if you guys, and I'm not saying everybody needs to taper or do exactly what I did, but it's an expensive medication, right? So to squirt some of it out, it just seems like it's kind of a waste to do that, but I don't know. I think if you could choose to taper with time between shots or lowering the dose, it's probably best to taper with time between shots, in my opinion, because first of all, that spaces out the shot. So you have to go in less often, right? But more importantly, you're not squirting out a $2,000 shot. So that's kind of, you can do it both ways. But probably what I would start with is spacing out your shots before squirting out shots out of the, unless, money is not an issue and insurance is just like, do whatever you want, then that's maybe a little bit different. There's a few different ways to taper this stuff, like I said, guys, and it's not mandatory for you guys to taper to get off. We've seen many people who have gotten off Sublocade who didn't even need to do that. So just something I wanted to talk about real quick. My babies. What's this talk about? Something metallic stuff? What? I guess the freaking poison leaving your body. So weird. All right. So I definitely missed some comments here. I'm going to scroll back up a little bit. Like I have on a lead suit, metal taste in my mouth, sweating, etc. No motivation, Darlene says. Marky says, after withdrawing, healing begins. So, okay, so Sunny says way less than a quarter of a milligram. I don't know how much it was. It was likely a little bitty little dot of a piece. Yeah, KG, I don't know about that metal taste. I've never experienced that. Have any of you guys ever experienced some sort of metal taste in your mouth? I don't think I've even heard of that. Maybe your taste buds get wacky. Yeah, it could be something like that. Yeah, that's very interesting. I think that's the first I've definitely heard of that. What's up, Kyle? Good to see you. Says hello, everyone. Good to see you in here, Kyle. I haven't seen Justin up in here with his update as far as the Kratom stuff goes, so hopefully he can pop on here and give us an update on the Kratom usage. So KG says, so does the metallic taste make your appetite bad? So I'm watching out for the answer on that one. So I guess Kyle had the same thing. KG, I thought I was the only one getting that metallic taste. Guess it's a thing. Yeah, I've never heard of that, guys. Have you guys? Anybody else can relate to the metallic taste in your mouth? That's 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 trippy. That's weird. I never had a taste. Yeah, I didn't have anything like that. Kaya says, I still get it randomly. Not all the time. When I was taking sub pills, I'd get it and I knew it was time to dose again. Most parts of Southern California is perfect year round. I lived in Thousand Oaks until 2 years ago. I missed that weather. It was beautiful every day. I mean, it makes sense why it's so expensive to live there, right? Because it's crazy how much our weather can impact our lives. Because for me, it's like, it's almost like 2 months out of the winter and 2 months out of the summer. It's almost just like, screw these months. I'm not doing crap. And it's like in the summer months, it's like if I'm going to do something outside, it has to be like first thing in the morning before 10 or 11 o'clock. Because once it gets 10, 11 o'clock, it's too damn hot to do anything. So it looks like I'm catching up to you guys in the comments. I'm only 10 minutes behind now, and I'm pulling. Okay, all right. So going back on what we talked about earlier with Callie, she says, so I just realized I can feel all 3 shots still, even the first one. So that goes back to what I usually talk about, guys. These shots, they last a really long time, especially the 300 milligram shots, guys. And that's exactly why when you start spacing out your shots, Callie, you're not going to feel any different. I can promise you. You're still being fed from all 3 of those locations. And that's why, honestly, to me, guys, it doesn't make sense why they prescribe it that way. They goofed up on the half-life stuff, right? They either goofed up or something just doesn't seem right with that. Because you know, once you get steady on it, and I understand that the first couple of months it's different. You need to get in there and get the dose steady. I understand that, the steady state part of it. But it's like once you're steady and once you're good and level and cruising, there's not really a need to come in every 30 days for a shot, guys. This stuff lasts a long time. And you guys who are tapering, you'll find that out soon too. For those who are spacing out the shots, you're like, oh, it's not any different. What the heck? KG said, or Darlene said to KG, just makes me want to eat something to get rid of it, but lately I'm dieting, so it's stronger now. It comes and goes. And she's talking about that metallic taste in her mouth. And you've been off Suboxone now for a while, right, Darlene? Was it like 2 months or so now? Yeah, I agree. It says, I've been thinking back a lot lately. I miss those younger days. Yeah, I think for me, like if I could go back to a certain time in my life, I would say probably 16 years old. That was my favorite time in life. Like 16 to like 21 years old. I think that was the best time for me. When was your guys' favorite years through all your? It's crazy because I see some people that they like their older years more. And that's definitely, for me, I would definitely say like 16 to 21 was my favorite time in life. Shauna says, yo, what's up, Shauna? How are you doing over there? Any updates on your situation, Shauna? Please give us an update if you can, if there's anything that's changed. Meg says, hey, all Deb, that's so freaking amazing. You're live with Kevin. Your spirit was shining through. I'd love to see you live again, 5 months free. She's basically there right now, Meg. She's just right at about 5 months now. Zach can probably sleep because he works all the time. It's different for me. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, if you freaking busting your butt every day, you're gonna sleep. You're gonna definitely be able to sleep a lot better. Probably that makes sense. There she is. There she is. What's up, Savon? How you doing? Any updates on your situation, Savon? She changed her picture again. I can see. Looking real tropical over there. Saying hello, going into work. Love y'all. XO. Have a good night at work, Savon. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping in here if you're taking off. Let us know your update if you have one, Savon. So Danny, what's up? Danny says, good day, everyone. I'm at 1/4 milligram to 1/2 milligram of Suboxone daily, still experiencing chills and pain. I can't seem to stabilize after 6 months. What? On that dose? Wow. Well, thank you for the update, Danny, and sorry you're struggling, my friend. Yeah, that's definitely not my experience with tapering. I mean, 6 months? See, that goes to show you guys, and I've talked about this a lot, guys. When you taper and you get lower, you need to go slower, and that's why right there. The lower you go, the slower you go on your taper, guys. So remember that. At first, a lot of people can get those newbie gains, those newbie taper gains, just like getting your newbie gym gains. You can make a lot of progress right off the bat, but then the lower you get, the buffer you get, the harder it gets to maintain muscle, right? Same thing with tapering. The lower you get, the slower you need to go, and the harder it gets as you go lower. So thanks for the update, Danny. Keep checking in with us and letting us know if you're able to push forward, my friend. But be patient with yourself, buddy. You're right there on the home stretch. That's a good point. Kimmy says, Danny, 6 months. Are you sure something else isn't contributing? Yeah, that's something good to think about for sure. Because sometimes it can be something else, guys. I remember recently we were talking to, it was Rach, and she thought she was getting RLS, and she's on the Sublocade shot, and I was like, you should not be getting anything like RLS if you're on Sublocade shot, guys. And then like a week later, she's like, oh, it wasn't that. It was something else. Like it was something else going on. And that's basically going to what Kimmy just said. It could be something else, right? Like sometimes people have multiple things going on. So it's important to not always let your brain take it right to withdrawal, right? Try to consider other options first so you don't freak yourself out. Yes, look at that. KG Smith coming through with the freaking fire right there. She says, Danny, you need the Butrans patch. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. And yes, one more time. Danny, if you haven't talked to your doctor, ask if he'll let you try Butrans patch. Where you're at, that's a hell of a comment you did right there, KG. Sometimes I don't think of these things, and you guys think of like the perfect ideas, right? You know, when I can't think of everything all at once. So, Danny, if I was you, I would definitely talk to your doctor and see if he can work with you on trying to get you on the Butrans patch. It would be perfect for the dose that you're at. And that will also start to rewire your brain to get out of that I need something to feel normal mindset, right? Yeah, I definitely like seeing more people talking about Butrans because it is an awesome tool to have for those people who have tapered down to the lower dose, guys. Especially if you're struggling pushing forward, right? Yes, Shauna says 6 months seems like a long time. I mean, not saying it can't happen with Suboxone because of the long half life, but that's such a low dose. Okay, so the plot thickens, Danny says. Kimmy just subs and the occasional use of GABA, 300 milligram for sleep, nothing more. So I have heard some people say that GABA needs to be taken with caution, I guess you could say. And I could see how that could throw things off a bit too. It seems like usually people mostly use GABA when they come off of Suboxone. But lately I've heard a couple other people say that they're taking it while they're on Suboxone. So I don't know a lot about GABA, so I don't want to comment really much on it either way. But I know a lot of people watching this channel do have experience with GABA. I think the 300 milligrams, I think it's a pretty low dose. But I could be wrong. If I don't dose every 12 hours, the symptoms come in strong. Only when I dose will they subside. Can't go over the 12-hour mark. I can kind of relate to that in a way. I remember the lower the dose that I was on of Suboxone, it felt like the withdrawal would kick in faster. And it's like you'll see people that jump from 16 milligrams of Suboxone. Usually their withdrawal won't kick in till day 4 or 5, right? And then usually people who are on a lower dose, it usually will kick in the day of or the next day after. Just generally speaking, the lower the dose, the faster your withdrawal would kick in because for obvious reasons, hopefully you guys understand what I'm trying to say here. Definitely have experienced the metallic taste, and I still do randomly. Most of the time, it's when I first wake up, Kyle said. So Deb had a good comment about. So I think what Deb meant to say is, are you bouncing from a half of a milligram to a quarter of a milligram? Like that's a pretty big swing, all things considered, right? Damn, Kyle says I work out in the heat all summer, all day. I'm used to it. Oh, I could not do that in a million years. Winter's depressing, Kimmy says. I'll take the winter over the summer any day. Any day. I could actually go outside in the winter. So Deb says, I went through a little bit of withdrawal as I tapered under half of a milligram. She says 0.33 milligrams was a tough level for me. Callie says, can you still feel your shot bumps, Kev? No, Callie, I don't feel anything. I don't feel anything at all. I can't feel even like a little BB anywhere or nothing. Danny, you need a steady stream of butte so you don't have the highs and lows. And that's exactly what the Butrans would do for him. So Kimmy says, I'm happier now than I've ever been in my life. Still not really happy, but much more so than I've ever been. That's cool, Kimmy. Yeah, I wish I was that way. Damn, trust me, I wish I could trade shoes with you on that note for sure. How do you guys feel right now? Are you guys really happy in your life as things are right now? Or are you guys, like, generally speaking, are you happy on a day-to-day basis, or are you kind of unhappy? It seems like there's a really big mixture of people who can say either way on this channel. So Darlene's been off subs almost 3 months now. Is alcohol still an issue, Darlene? I know you were kind of talking about alcohol. Was there something else it was too? I can't remember if it was just the alcohol that you were starting to be a little concerned about. KG, I will ask that option regarding the patch when I see my doctor. So Danny, you should probably be ready for the response that you'll likely get from your doctor. Most doctors are going to say something along the lines of Butrans patch is made for chronic pain patients or something like that. And that's where you need to let him know that, hey, I'm really struggling tapering. I understand that it's technically made for people who are chronic pain patients, but it's literally the exact same medicine that I'm taking with Suboxone. It's just a steady state of it instead of these lower fluctuations in the highs and lows. So you almost might have to kind of talk your doctor into using Butrans like that, and he might just totally blow you off and say, sorry, it's only for chronic pain patients. But as long as if you kind of know what he's going to say before he says it, then your chances will probably be better. And it also depends on how your doctor-patient relationship is too. I find a lot of people, if your doctor is kind of open-minded with stuff, then you'll probably have a better chance of having that as an option. But we will have more people in the future sharing their story about Butrans on this channel for sure, guys. In a way, it's kind of like taking the Sublocade shot, just in a lower dose, really, guys. It's just a patch you change out once a week. Very simple stuff. You don't have to dose yourself all day. And also, it can help people taper down on their dose as well, like KG has been doing. I'm only 10 minutes behind the comments, guys. I'm getting caught up. So KG says, Dr. Park says I should not have any withdrawal while using the patch. If I do, it's psychological. I don't know about that though, because I have had some anxiety and legs weak. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I would agree with Dr. Park on that as well. I know that the psychological stuff can really it can really throw things off with us. I would say legs weak is not the same thing as restless legs, right? Your legs could be weak because, you stand probably a lot of your day for work, right, KG? So if you're getting restless legs in the middle of your sleep, then that's something a little bit different, I would say. And anxiety, that could come from, that could probably come from anything, but just try not to let your brain trick you into thinking there's some sort of withdrawal, because the patches should keep you out of withdrawal. They really should. And same with people who are on the Sublocade shot. I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm just saying that try not to let your brain trick you. That's all I'm saying. And like I said a little bit earlier, like, Rachel is on the Sublocade shot and she thought she was having restless legs. And I was like, you should not be having restless legs on the Sublocade shot. And then a week later, it was like, oh, it wasn't that, it was something else. So it's like, it's easy. I don't want to say it's easy, but hopefully you guys know what I'm trying to say here. Just try not to let your brain trick you. And just try to, if you have that little devil on your shoulder that says, hey, you could be going into withdrawal, just try to just keep going on with your day if possible. Babies. It's like I feel so good on a certain dose. I think I can lower again, but maybe I should slow down. So, I mean, if I was in your shoes, KG, what I would do is I would do the alternating doses. I know that like you just said, you've done 4 days in a row at a certain dose, and only you know how you're feeling on that dose. But where you're getting really low and onto the tiny little doses, for the next drops from here, if I was you, and I'm not you, so I'm not saying this is medical advice, but if I was you, I would do, whatever the calculation ends up being, 0.5 milligrams one day, zero point 0.6 milligrams the next day. And then how did that go? Okay. Was that easy? Okay. Maybe I'm ready to go down to 0.5, and then 0.4, then 0.5 the next day, then 0.4 the next day, like the alternating doses, right? That way you're not just stepping down and then you're just having to tough it out through it, and just kind of take it day by day. Because as Deb was talking about earlier, sometimes you'll hit like a snag in your taper, guys. And sometimes, you might have other life stressors that are making things harder with your taper, and that's okay. Just take it day by day, guys. I think you're doing perfect, KG. I think you're doing better than I thought you were going to do, as far as like how fast you've come down to where you're at. I didn't think that you'd be down to this dose that fast. So I would just say you've killed it so far. Just be really careful from here. And if something seems off or whatever, maybe reach out to Doc and just see what he says. But it seems like you're good. You're doing really good, baby. And I'm starting to get a little bit more behind the comments, so going to be scrolling here. We've gone for an hour and a half, guys. We'll probably wrap up in about 30 more minutes. I'm going to try not to do 3+ hour shows anymore, just because I feel like it's a little bit too long for people who are watching on the replay. So we're going to start trying to shoot for 2, maybe 2.5 hours on the live streams. So ideally, we'll go another 30 minutes or so today. But it might end up being a little bit more than that, as you guys have seen me do in the past many times. So KG says, I just don't want to go too, let's see. I just don't want to go so fast I'm hit with a ton of rocks at the end. Yeah, I don't think that will happen, KG. Because, when you're on the lower doses, usually whatever is going to happen will happen much faster. So it's not like it's going to be delayed like a week, right? When you make an adjustment, when you're on those small of a dose, usually you'll feel the adjustment in whatever it's going to be that day or the next day or the day after, something like that, right? Usually it's not like a 5-7 day delay and then boom, just smacks you. And if that happens, then you would just bump your dose up a little bit. But I couldn't see that happening, honestly, where you're at. So Kimmy's out of here. She says, "Sorry guys, I have to go. Talk later." All right, Kimmy, thanks for hanging out up in here for an hour and a half today. I appreciate you, girl. Also, thanks for the sponsorship, the Cash App donation. I appreciate the love once again, Kimmy. Shout out to you, girl. Thanks for hanging out up in here. It sounds like she got to get out of here early today. Maybe she got a date. She might have a date over there in on the East Coast. I think she's at East Coast time. So have a good night, Kimmy. Have a good night. So Deb says, yeah, that's your sign right there, just to chill at that dose for a bit. Yep. Yeah, if you have like a spike in anxiety and it's like you realize that there's nothing else it could really be and you can pinpoint it to, okay, it's probably my dose, then yeah, I would just hang out where you're at. Hang out there for a little bit. So Darlene Awesome says, I stopped drinking. It was masking my physical withdrawals and weakness, but scared it would become a habit. So awesome stuff. That makes me really happy, Darlene. That's awesome. Shout out to you, girl. She recognized that it could have been a problem, so she just chopped it out of there. Very impressive. Are you still dating that new person, Darlene? Oh, looks like Brandon's up in here. So that's the Brandon you were asking about earlier, Mama Deb. Brandon, can we get an update on your relapse situation, brother? How are you doing on that? Hopefully you were able to put that behind you, Brandon. KG says, you guys remember I've been on subs for 14 years. So we've got 26 likes, guys. I know we can easily get this past 30. So please, if you're just hopping in here now, please smash that like button. If you're on the replay crew, please smash that like button, guys. I'd appreciate it. My babies. So Brandon says, I'm not doing good still. Dude, that sucks, Brandon. So it's been a while now you've been off, huh? Damn, dude, what the hell? How long have you been relapsed for, Brandon? So Darlene says, going to be honest, life was much more doable on subs. I'm struggling getting back to normal, or maybe I am back to normal and I need to adjust to it. I'm not happy with how I'm feeling right now. I appreciate the honesty there, darling. Yeah, there's a lot of people who can struggle for a while after being off Suboxone, especially the cold turkey high jump folks like you. So you definitely, you sped things up, and I know you've probably heard me say this before. You definitely sped things up jumping off of a 16 milligrams, but you can see how hard it is to adjust back to normal so fast. So yeah, be patient with yourself. It will take some time, but at least you didn't have to taper for a year, 2, 3 years, like a lot of people mostly have to do usually when it comes to this stuff. So I know it's hard to see the positivity in things right now where you're not feeling that well, but just hang tight as long as you can, and your body should just slowly be adjusting every day to the new normal. And I know your dopamine probably feels like it's not working anymore. It's hard to get happy for anything right now, I'm sure, but you will be miles ahead if you can just keep pushing through here, Darlene. I think you could do it, girl. Brandon says, but I'm alive though. Yeah, so Brandon actually has a religious channel. So Megan asked if Brandon is spiritual. So yeah, he does. He does have a his own YouTube channel, and he talks a lot about spiritual stuff on there, religious stuff on there as well. So yeah, so Brandon was on Suboxone, and then he went to Sublocade. And how long was it, Brandon? How long were you on Sublocade before you relapsed, buddy? Wasn't it like a few months or something like that? The thing that trips me out is that you should still be having some effects from the Sublocade shot, Brandon. That's the thing that really trips me out, is that today's street drugs they're so strong that they're just powering through this stuff. So that really sucks. I honestly would not make it without this group of friends, KG Smith says. I've learned so much. I wish many others knew about Kevin's channel. Thank you, KG. I appreciate that sweet comment. You're always a little sweetie up in here, dropping sweet comments like that. I appreciate that, and we're happy to have you here, KG. It's always good to see you hopping up in here every week on the live streams, baby. And also, I appreciate your amazing sponsorships for this channel, KG. You've been a huge, huge help financially supporting this channel. I appreciate the love, girl. We're happy to see you at Dr. Chris Park, and we're happy to see you making progress with your taper here on the channel, baby. Darlene says, oh, and speaking of that, we just had another sponsorship by KG Smith, baby. Dropping the bomb up in here once again, KG Smith. I appreciate you, girl. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love that freaking sound, guys. Super sponsor bomb, KG Smith dropping $40 Cash App donation on this channel once again. Huge, huge sponsorships. Shout out to you, KG Smith. We love you around here, girl. Thank you, thank you, thank you for showing your support to this channel. I appreciate you. I appreciate you kindly. You are incredible. Thank you, thank you, thank you, baby. We know the day is coming, KG, when you can be like, yep, just pulled my last patch off. I'm all done. Chilling. And then we're going to have you on a channel, and you're going to share what it was like to go through your Butrans patch journey, and that's going to help a lot more people going forward as well. So you will do that, right, KG? That would be awesome to have you on the channel when the time is right, when you're ready to. And just reminds me, guys, that you all know that you're all welcome here on this channel, and it doesn't only have to be once you have succeeded. It could be if something you're struggling with, we can have that on the channel as well, guys. So Brandon says he has some Suboxone put away. Got to get back on them, brother, first thing tomorrow. I'm so curious as to what is your day-to-day like, Brandon? If you could share with us, how are you feeling about this relapse? I can imagine that you're probably not feeling too good about it, obviously. And I don't mean to like, I don't know. It just sounded kind of weird the way I said that. You guys know, hopefully you know what I meant to say, right? Hopefully you're not having any like overdose type stuff happen, Brandon. Hopefully you're all right, brother. And I'm sorry that you're struggling, man. I know it freaking sucks. You seen Florida Man Dan, what he just went through, and he pulled himself out of it, dude. You're gonna do the same thing, brother. Speaking of Florida Man Dan, I haven't seen him up in here today yet. Darlene says, yes, Kevin, I'm still dating the new guy. Going good so far. Deb says, me too, KG Smith. Kevin's channel taught me everything, and then Zach. I'm glad to have you guys around here. KG Smith, how long ago was it that you found this channel? And did you find me through Nicole's channel? I swear you found me through Nicole's channel, probably. I feel like you and Kimmy kind of came along at the same time. Jerem 1979, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. How you doing, buddy? Darlene says, Brandon, would you consider getting back on subs, or are you not ready for that? What's up? Yeah, I'm curious as to what Brandon's plan is to from here. Like, what are you thinking, Brandon? Are you thinking get another Sublocade shot, or are you thinking get back on Suboxone, or what? And we just had another sponsorship coming through. Jerem 1979, what's up, brother? I see you. He sent a $20 Cash App to fire up these jets right here, baby. Good to see you back in here, Jerem. Uh-oh, we got bomb dropping over here. Shaboom. I wish I could make that sound with my mouth. Shout out to you, Jeremy. I appreciate the love once again, my friend. You've been consistent up in here lately, helping out on this channel. I appreciate the love, my friend. I appreciate that greatly, brother. Good to see you hopping up in here. I know we're kind of getting towards the later part of the show, but you made it in here anyway. Any updates on you, Jerem? Let us know how you're doing, brother. Trust me, I'm complicated, Darlene says. Sometimes I would date if I weren't so complicated, Meg said. Darlene, I couldn't even take a shower trying to get off of 8 milligrams. I had zero energy. Couldn't even make a grilled cheese. Yeah, getting off the higher doses is very, very hard, guys. So to be able to see that Darlene accomplished that, it's so rare to see somebody actually make it through that. So Darlene, I really hope that you are proud of yourself, because trust me, we are all proud of you for doing what you've done. It's a huge, almost a miracle that you've done that and you've stayed off Suboxone after this long. So I really hope that you realize that, Darlene. You're an incredible individual to be able to do what you've done. That's very, very admirable for sure. My babies. So it looks like I'm only 10 minutes behind in the comments. So I'm like right there with y'all up in the live, basically. Let's see. I don't see any more comments from Brandon. Hopefully he's still up in here listening. So Deb, first month's just standing up to inch my way to the bathroom, so I have come so far. It's just that I have so much on my plate and not handling it. Thank you, Deb. Yeah, I know. That reminds me. I remember I was talking to Rock and Roberta about that one time. It's very hard to maintain a relationship, especially a new relationship, while your body is going through pause or Suboxone withdrawal, guys. So I feel for you, darling. I feel for you. But at least you cut off the alcohol before it became a problem, right? So all I can really say is take one day at a time and push yourself forward to the next day. You're doing incredible, though. I know it doesn't feel like it right now. It might not feel like it right now, but you're doing amazing. So KG says, Darlene, why did you jump off at such a high dose? I don't think Darlene knew that Suboxone withdrawal was such a huge deal. I think from what I remember us talking about that in the past, I don't think she knew it was going to be like that. So Darlene says, KG, I would not do that again. I'd 100% taper. I didn't realize it would be this rough, but every day was progress without it. I didn't realize it would take this long. So for those of you out there who are considering just jumping off of your Suboxone without tapering, take the words of Darlene. She says that she would not do that again. 16 milligrams cold turkey, guys. It's brutal. It's really brutal shit. You guys know that I don't curse very often on here. And when I do curse, it's because I'm trying to hammer a point home. And if you try jumping off of Suboxone cold turkey, 16 milligrams, it's going to be hard. It's going to be damn hard. Don't do it. Unless you absolutely have to, right? And that's why I always say you can either pay with time and tapering or you can pay with suffering. And so Darlene chose to pay with suffering. I don't know if she did that. It doesn't sound like she did that intentionally, but she did it. And here she is 2 months later. So Eric says, do they have Suboxone patches? If they don't, I'm surprised because they have Sublocade. So yes, basically, Eric, that's what we've been talking about with the Butrans patch. That's what the Butrans patch is. It's buprenorphine in a patch form. It's a once a week patch. You just simply pull it right off and change it out. Honestly, I'm surprised they don't have like nasal spray bupe yet. Do they has anybody heard of that? I've never heard of that. But if they've got the shot, if they've got the patch, and then they have the oral, I'm surprised they don't have like just a nasal spray or some shit like that. How you doing, Eric? How's your recovery going, brother? What did I read about this bearing child? Who said that? I must have missed somebody's comment. Scrolling back up. I don't see that. Did somebody's comment get blocked or something? Jerem says, just got off work. I had to work a little late. Everything is awesome. That's good to hear, my friend. Good to hear. Good to hear. It seems like there's been like a bunch of people who've been struggling lately, but it seems like that is kind of moving on, right? Seems like more people are starting to do a little bit better right now. Tara, you made it. What's up, girl? Good to see you hopping in here. Marky was asking about you earlier. He's like, where the hell is Tara at? You made it. Good to see you up in here, Tara. Hopefully you're doing okay. Did you have to work today or something? I think she says she recently got a new job, right, Tara? Darlene, you're amazing. You have made it this far. Just keep thinking it's going to get better. One day you will wake up and your happiness will be right back to 100%. KG said. Almost caught up to you guys. I'm almost caught up. I didn't have to skip. Mikey still in here. Did that subby text kick in, Mikey? Hopefully you're doing better, buddy. I haven't seen Mikey for a little bit. I don't know if he took off too. Tara girl, where you been? Darlene says, thank you, Kevin. It means so much. I appreciate you doing these videos. It has helped so much. Yeah, we're happy that you were able to share your experience with us, Darlene, so others can learn from it. And I'm glad you enjoy this community. Thank you. I got to turn these lights down a little bit, guys. It's starting to get kind of bright on my eyes. My babies. Still got 13 people in here hanging out. We've got 28 likes. We got to at least get to our normal 30, guys. So if you haven't yet smashed that like button, please do that. We're coming up on the 2-hour mark, so we'll probably start trying to wind things down here in the not too distant future. So if you're in here ghost listening and you have any comments or questions, please feel free to reach out and drop some comments right now. Unfortunately, sometimes we want to poison ourselves. Risk-seeking behavior is a mental health symptom, not a character description, Meg said. Tara says, just been taking care of business, kicking some butt, no big deal. TCB, take care of business. Oh, yeah. Quote, unquote, macho madness. That was one of the best quotes I ever heard. Screaming like that. Does anybody ever remember seeing that interview? I bet Marky might know what I'm talking about. Kev, I've been watching the channel since first week in May. I was looking for videos on tapering and your channel was live. I didn't know Nicole at that time. Oh, cool. So you found me all on your own. Awesome. Yeah, I'm always curious how people find this channel, like what led them to this channel. I'm pretty sure most of the time it's going to be something to do with Suboxone. So May. Dang, I can't believe it's only been May. So it's only been, what, 3 months now? 2 months? 2 or 3 months? Dang. Yeah, you've been consistent up in here, KG. I appreciate that. I think you've been on like every live stream since you found this place. So thank you. So Deb says, it was this community that helped. That's why I'm here every live stream. Hey, Tara. KG says, God led me to you, Kevin. Oh, shit. I remember when Sivan said that too, when she found this group. I was like, oh my gosh, that's awesome. That's exactly what she said too. All right now, staying on a routine, working, get myself in trouble without a routine. So With a Vision says, Darlene, I guarantee only on an extreme low percentage of people could jump off of at 16 milligrams. You should be very proud of yourself. I wouldn't expect to feel normal yet, so try not to worry too much about it. Yes, 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 and yes again. Yes. I honestly think if I had to like put a number on it, I would say maybe 5% of people, if even that, could do what she did. Not very many people can handle that kind of suffering, guys. Not many people at all. Tara says, I was offered a job which I thought I was going to accept. Upon investigation, I decided to pass. Too many red flags. Oh, shoot. Well, I'm sorry that ended up going out that way, Tara. But it's good that you recognize the red flags and that you didn't push them to the side and take it anyway. So that's awesome. Shout out to you. And sorry that that didn't work out, Tara. I'm sure you'll find something that better fits you soon. Oh yeah, so that's what so Tara says, but I was awarded a scholarship for peer support specialist training. I start training on Monday. If I like it, it may be a new career path. I'm excited. Okay, so I think yeah, okay, so that rings a bell. I remember you kind of recently talking about that, I thought, Tara. So that is awesome. That is incredible and that is very exciting for you. So hopefully it puts you right where you want to be, girl. Kev, you should do a whole setup like the Angry Man channel with all the lights in the back. What's the Angry Man channel, Eric? I don't think I've ever heard of that, buddy. I've learned a lot about peer support here in your community, Kevin. You inspire me. Thank you, Tara. That was fun having you on the channel a while back, too. Gotta take off, guys. Kyle says, have a good rest of the night, everyone. I'll see you Sunday. All right, Kyle, we'll see you then, brother. Have a good night, buddy. KG says, it would be an honor. Happy to talk with you anytime. Much love, Kyle. Look at me. I got caught up in the comments, guys. That don't ever happen. It happened today. Happened today. Luckily, it was kind of a little bit more of a chill day up in here, so I didn't have to go on extreme speedy read mode. So I'm now caught up in the live comments. I did it. That rarely happens. Not even slow mode. Yes, the one person that can get us through this is God, Jesus Christ. When I would call on him and ask for a good night to sleep, and I did. Just feeling better whenever you call on him. So we got the 29 likes here. Slim says I'm here at work. Seems like a lot of people are still working right now. It's got to be, let's see, what time is it here? 5 o'clock here. So it's probably, for most of you guys, I'm assuming it's about 7 o'clock. Slim, I'm glad you're here. Agreed, a higher power and or healthy spiritual life makes a huge difference. So I guess since I got caught up, I can go ahead and bring this up. I've been meaning to bring this up for a little while now, but it's been so busy around here that I haven't really had time to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and touch on this for a minute, guys. Let me know what you guys think about this. And let me go ahead and add this to the stream. So I feel like I kind of maybe talked about this a little bit in the past or brought this up. So for the Kratom folks out there, please take a listen to this real quick. I'm going to bring this up here on the stream. I'm trying to remember how to do this. So I don't know if you guys have heard about this or seen this before, but I just wanted to make sure that you guys are aware of this. As you guys know, usually when I talk about Kratom, I just try to give you guys the warnings and let you guys make your own decision on taking Kratom substances or not. So as you can hopefully see here, can you guys see that? Is it on the screen? Yes and yes. Okay. So as you guys see here on the screen, it says Botanic Tonics class action claims feel free drink falsely advertises as non-addictive. And I don't think I really realized this when I first looked into this, but let me go ahead and kind of read a little bit about this to you guys. Where is it? All right, so class action lawsuit overview. Where's the story? So Botanic Tonics advertises its Feel Free Wellness Tonic. And if you guys don't know what that is, it's a little blue 5-hour shot looking thing that's mostly sold at smoke shops and gas stations, right? It should be probably near the Kratom section, the Kratom shots. And it's just a little blue bottle, if I can remember right. It might show a picture of it here in a minute. So it's called Feel Free Wellness Tonic, and it's listed as a safe and healthy alternative to alcohol. So they're targeting basically people who are struggling with alcohol addiction. But they fail to disclose that one of its ingredients is potentially highly addictive, they allege. So-and-so Torres says he chose to purchase Botanic Tonics Feel Free based on representations that the tonic is a kava drink, guys. And I have seen this in person, and I verify exactly this. I looked at the back of it. It says it is kava. It says nothing to do with kratom, guys. But let's continue on here. So it's listed as a kava drink, and that the beverage is no more habit forming than sugar or caffeine. So we see that part right there, right? So, oh, and I lost my place here. All right, that's great. All right, get back to that. Are we still on the right page here? Yes. All right. Sorry, I clicked on something. All right. So, however, Torres says the primary ingredient in Botanic Tonics Feel Free is kratom, not kava. Holy shit. You got to be kidding me. So they freaking duped people with this stuff, guys. And I remember asking the lady about this exact product. And she was like, yeah, a lot of people are buying this and they all say it's great. And I was like, really? So I looked at the back of it and it said kava. And I think if I can remember right, it's been a while since I looked at that, but I'm pretty sure that's all it said that was in it. It said nothing about kratom. I've never taken kava, but from what I've heard people say, it's not really anything like kratom. So here it says kratom is an opioid. No, it's not. That carries similar risks of addiction as controlled narcotics, according to the Botanic Tonics lawsuit. The FDA and DEA have both reportedly warned that kratom can lead to addiction and can pose adverse side effects. We've heard people sharing their story about these adverse side effects on the channel lately. The Botanic Tonics class action notes that kratom is associated with a number of side effects, ranging from nausea, sweating, and constipation to more severe side effects such as high blood pressure, liver failure, hallucinations, psychosis, cardiac arrest, and coma. Unknowns to consumers, Botanic Tonics not only added kratom in large amounts. Holy shit. Could you guys imagine that? So you're buying this thing that it's called what is it called? Wellness something? What is it called, guys? Feel Free. There's nothing free about kratom addiction, right? Feel Free Wellness Tonic. That's what this product is called. And not only does it have kratom, but it's kratom extracts in large amounts, guys. Holy crap. These guys are in some deep ass trouble, I'm telling you. But also manipulated the formula of Feel Free to magnify the effects of kratom and induce a quicker, longer lasting, and greater high. So you guys see what I have highlighted right there, right? Oh my goodness, guys. Oh my goodness. Plaintiff says he developed Botanic Tonics Feel Free addiction and relapsed to cope with withdrawal symptoms. Holy smolies. And I'm sure there's a lot of people who can relate to this person. Let's see here. Botanic Tonics allegedly failed to disclose the amount or concentration of kratom in the Feel Free tonics, potentially putting customers at risk of significant side effects. Torres says he suffered from alcoholism and is now sober. In 2020, he says he began seeing targeted Botanic Tonics Feel Free advertisements on social media Advertised the product as a safe and healthy alternative to alcohol. Whoops. Whoopsie daisy. He purchased Botanic Tonics feel-free from a 7-Eleven store and allegedly developed a strong addiction to the product within 3 months. He was allegedly spending about $3,000 per month, and that's exactly what Mama Cindy was spending from what I can remember. $100 a day for Kratom, guys, on the product, and experienced withdrawal when he tried to stop using the tonic. He says he relapsed to cope with worsening withdrawal symptoms. So he relapsed to what to cope with withdrawal symptoms? I don't think it says that. I'm assuming alcohol. Feel Free has caused Torres to lose his job, had severe impacts on his family life, and has undermined his decades of work in recovery. Zoinks. He filed a Botanic Tonics class action lawsuit on behalf of himself and proposed class of others who purchased Botanic Tonics since 2019. Wow, guys. Last fall, a judge dismissed the claim about 7-Eleven not claiming the company had falsely advertised. It's not 7-Eleven's fault. No. It's the people who put the fact that it's freaking kava and it's got freaking kratom extracts in it, guys. That is messed up. That is freaking messed up. So I want to know what you guys think about that. Have you guys ever tried those kratom shots or supposedly kava shots and now finding out that it's actually kratom in high doses? That is freaking screwed up, guys. I would be pissed. I would be pissed if you bought something that was supposed to be some healthy alternative, finding out that they've been stuffing kratom extracts in there. That is freaking messed up, guys. So that's something I've been wanting to kind of talk about for a little bit now. I think that article was out in April of this year. But let me know if you guys have struggled with those kratom shots, guys. You guys always know that I'm just telling you guys to be careful if you're messing with kratom, even the kratom powder. Just be really careful and just try not to let it get away from you is all I got to say, guys. Let's touch up on the comments here. We've been in here for 2 hours and 10 minutes. Tara says, wow, fighting dirty. Don't do the liquids, Mama Deb says, the shots. So Deb says this is so the FDA can get rid of kratom in the U.S. Unbelievable damn marketers. No offense, marketers. Dang, I just can't believe like how blatantly to not even list the main ingredient. That's, I mean, could you imagine buying those shots, guys? And you're getting this huge rush. And you're like, gosh, this is so cool. It's just this natural, healthy alternative, right? And then to find out later, it's like, nah, brah, you've been duped. You've been taking high doses of kratom. I would be pissed, guys. I would be super freaking pissed. I mean, that could ruin a lot of people's lives. He was spending $3,000 a month. $3,000 a month? Boy, oh boy. No, Darlene, it's not FDA approved. No, kratom is not FDA approved, guys. So Deb says kava tastes like crap to me. I couldn't drink it even if I couldn't sleep. Meg says that's seriously messed up. Eric says, wow. Yeah, guys, I don't think many people have heard about that. That's I haven't heard really anybody talking about that. So I figured I'd make sure that you guys are aware of that trickery, because I'm pretty damn sure that they're still selling that same exact product right down the street at the gas station. So hopefully you guys didn't get duped out like that. Pharmaceutical companies take kratom as a threat, messing up their money. This world is getting more ass backwards every day. Rach, what's up? Rach says, hey y'all, I'm ghost listening while I garden, but I hope everyone's having a good day. Awesome, Rage. Good to see you in here. We were talking about you a little bit earlier. Hopefully you're doing well. Supplements don't require FDA approval. Can kids buy it? I'm pretty sure you have to be, 18 or 21 guys to buy stuff like that. Rachel, I was doing the same thing gardening, but then it started to storm. What's up, Carrie 3? Good to see you in here, girl. Carrie, how's Sublocade working out for you? If we could get an update on you. But yeah, if you guys are watching that on the replay crew, let me know what you think. If you guys have any experience with that specific supplement, we'll call it. $18 to $21 is kids though. Yeah, I could see the concern there. I could see that statement, Meg. I pick up what you're putting down. Okay, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here. I'm going to go ahead and thank the sponsors of the live stream today. So today, at the very start of today's live stream, we had Mikey drop an incredible $77 Cash App donation to this channel. I appreciate the love once again, Mikey, and I'm sorry you're not here right now. Hopefully you're out of pain, though, in this moment, my friend. Hopefully that Subutex kicked in for you, buddy. And we also had KG Smith dropping the incredible $40 Cash App donation. Once again, I appreciate the continued support in here, KG Smith. And also Kimmy B did a $30 Cash App earlier. I appreciate the love, Kimmy. Hopefully you're okay. I know you had to bounce out of here early. And we also had Jerem 1979 with a $20 Cash App sponsorship as well. So I appreciate all 4 of you who contributed to today's live stream, babies. I make sure I didn't miss on any final comments here. Malmadeb says, thank you, Kevin, in chat. Stay strong and reach out if needed. Tara, hello, everyone. What's up, Jerry? Good to see you hopping here at the last minute. Thanks, Kevin. Hope everyone has a lovely evening. Great night's sleep, Tara says. I hope it was good. Yeah, we always miss you around here, Rach. Hopefully things are going better with your Sublocade stuff, Rach. I'm just trying to think if I missed any other final comments here. Okay, we're out of here, guys. I'm going to play some music on the way out. If you want to chill and chat for a few more minutes, feel free to do so with your people. And trying to think what song to play. We'll do this one today. Some chill stuff. So I love y'all. Thank y'all for hanging out with us for 2 hours and 15 minutes. Please smash the like button on your way out, guys. And we will see you on the Sunday night live stream, baby. Love y'all. Bye.
Cause I'm wild, yeah.